Oh, ha, ha. Bonjour. Bonjour Boners. It is moi, Get Wood, aka Jess Wood, aka How Do You Do, aka on location this week with an exciting backdrop of polka dots. If you're not watching and you're just listening, black and white polka dots behind me, baby. Okay, welcome to Get Wood. My name is Jess Wood, as I said earlier, and Get Wood is brought to you by love, silliness, stories to get your mind a little bit relaxed, and weird shit. Okay, that's all. Let's sing a song. We have a theme song, and we're gonna sing it. And it's Big Bird, Sesame. Let's relax. Big Minge Energy, Rata ta ta ta. That's a 9 mil melody. Is that a Rubik's cube? Um, Bam, and you say, "God damn, this is a dope jam." I'm broad. Let's check the sound. I'm broad. We're good, and I'm broader than Broadway. Yes, we're good. We're good. And today's, and I'm broad. Yes, I'm broad. Yes, I'm broader than Broadway, and I'm diddling, 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 diddling myself. And it feels so good. Your sauce will mix with ours. Excuse me, I'm in a office chair that's swiveling. And we'll make a good goulash, baby. Oh yeah, what time is it? It's time for Get Wood with your host and your pal, Jess Wood. Your pal and more. Hi, welcome to Get Wood, an array of different references. And as I said before, pardon my swivel. Keep your head on swivel. I'm a bit on the swerve because of this office chair. I'm not used to it, but I want to thank my friend. Big shout out to Compa. It's Compa that's given me her keys to her palace. And I am here doing the show on this beautiful, rainy, balmy 40 something Saturday night from New York City, or actually Queens to be exact. Hello and welcome to Queens. We'll go to Queens to find my queen. Hello. So where does one start? Well, I just want to say rig-a-ding ding, whurga-dun-dun, and shigga-da-bum-bum, bigga-dum-bum. Because, and if you know what that reference means, it means that I love Jack Black, and I was so happy to get to see his new film. Now, I don't think you would call it a film. You'd probably call it a movie, just a kind of a flick, maybe. Was I flicking myself? Get your head out of the gutter. I got to see with my friend Ivana, shout out to Ivy and all her capabilities of technicalities to get us into the said movie theater. We go to the movies a lot because she is able on her phone to get the tickets and to do the thing. I'm the I'm gonna sound like my mom. Jesse, you know what it is? It's my nervous system is shot. You know that was one of my mom's favorite lines when I was a kid growing up. Jesse, no, Jesse, stop. My nervous system is shot. And so maybe it's hereditary. I don't know. But I think it makes, and I don't mean to sound to come off as excuses, but dyslexia and all these things. I don't know. Anyway, I thank my friend for getting us the tickets. And that was a long way to go to just thank my friend for getting us the tickets to Anaconda. What did I see? You wonder what was the Jack Black vehicle that you saw, Jessica? Well, I could barely catch my breath. Anaconda. Anna what? Anna who? Anaconda. Anna how? Anna where? Anna Brooklyn. We went to the Fulton Mall. Anna Brooklyn. Yeah. And can I just tell you, I recommend this movie so highly. Okay, when you go to the movies and you have no idea what to expect and you don't even know, like I hadn't even really watched a trailer, not nothing, not nobody. So I just went clean, and I thought Anaconda, like a remake, a sequel, I don't know. Well, not to give too much away, but it's a spiritual sequel. That's what they call it, a spiritual sequel. And I will say that okay, the cast is chef's kiss. It's Paul Rudd. Come on, cutie Magoo. It's Jack Black, who I already said is my boyfriend. Um, Steve Zahn. Come on, silly goose. Thandie Newton. Do you say Thandwi? Do you say Thandwi? Do you say Thandhi? How do you pronounce her name? Because it is spelled different. Also, who the fuck is named Thandy? Besides Thandy, this Thandy. Anyway, um, Ray, yeah, it reminded me of Tropic Thunder a lot. Anaconda, the remake, the spiritual sequel to Anaconda. It was so funny. And then I was telling my friend about it, and she was like, "How could it be funny? Like that's not a funny movie." And I was thinking, it was funny. It didn't mean to be funny. The original Anaconda, the OG John Voight, J Lo, Ice Cube Anaconda. I don't think it meant to be funny, but good God, have you watched it recently? It's a fucking it's a laugh a minute. Please go and check that out. But if you can, go to the theater and get the full movie experience from Anaconda now, because it's Anaconda now. That's not what it's called. It's just called Anaconda. But go, it was so good. And I was screaming with laughter. I mean, we were both screaming with laughter. The excitement was over the top. Um, it's a great B movie. Yeah, I guess it's a B movie. Yeah, but I really liked it. Do you also think Nobody and Nobody 2 was a B movie? Because I feel like, I guess I have weird ideas about movies. The A-Team movie, forget it. I was screaming. I was like, yeah, like, oh, I love it when a plan comes together, you know? So that was really fun. So we got to go there, and it was Alamo Draft House, which is downtown Brooklyn, Fulton Mall, which I have talked about. I just talked about last week loving Fulton Mall so much. And actually, it's the closest Dollar Tree. What the fuck? What the fuck, Manhattan? What's happening to you? No Dollar Tree. What are you trying to do to me over here? Trying to fucking run me into Brooklyn? I mean, it is only one stop from my house. Anyway, I really recommend Anaconda. My Anaconda don't. And of course, I couldn't help but think about my mom, because Mama L, oh, well, Jesse, my favorite, the theme song for that film, if I could call it a film, that theme song for that film, Baby Got Back, that's Mama's favorite song. That's Mama's favorite. And I was just going to tell the lovely people that, yeah, it was my mom's favorite song. I like big butts. And not just because she was a full-figured gal, my mom. She was a full-figured gal. Oh, yeah, but she really loved that song. A lot of the adults and I put the air quotes around adults because they weren't really mature as much as they were just older than me. I would Abel Ferrara and my mom, put them both in the same category because they both loved hip hop. She more Sir Mix-a-Lot, he more Schooly D. But do you know I used to hang out with Abe? And one time he wanted to come downtown with me at the Lower East Side when you could still get heroin down there. And that was kind of like what I did for my side hustle, I guess you would call it now. There wasn't really a name for it back then, except it was called like getting people heroin because you needed heroin. So you got other people heroin to get heroin for yourself because you knew you could get a free bag if you got a bunch of bags. Anyway, I know, but I digress. I brought Abel downtown one time with me to the Lower East Side, and he got out of the cab first, and he was surrounded. I mean, it wasn't even 10 seconds after I got out of the cab after him, and he was completely surrounded by the dealers. What's up, man? What do you need? What do you need? And I'm like, leave him be, leave him be. And you know what he was doing? He was rapping Schooly D lyrics the whole time. Well, it was Saturday night, and I was feeling kind of, yeah, Saturday night is a Schooly D song. Google it. Not that you don't believe me, but yeah. Uh-huh. Do you like it? Uh-huh. Are you sure? I'm not sure. I'm still doing Nick Darnell, The Grinch. I know. I don't even live in California, and I am obsessed with Nick Darnell, who played the Grinch at Universal Studios. What's poppin', twin? Anyway, Anaconda, go check it out. Okay, so I know this next story is like a little bit older, like a week ago or so, but I was kind of I wanted to talk about it last week, but I ran out of time because this is only 30 minutes of, you know. So, In Italy, which I think is I even love it more that it's in Italy. In Italy, a guy who was, being held by the got away from the cops, escaped from the police, and ran and he was wanted for, like, assault and robbery or something. Nothing too terrible, but, I'm kidding. He got away from the cops, and he ran and he hid in a nativity scene, like, as part of the wise men. And the thing that's so classic to me about it is that, like, well, first of all, it's so Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. I mean, is it not? Wasn't there a moment where they did that? Wasn't there a moment where Harry, like, pretended to be in the nativity or the kid? I can't. Yeah. So, this guy runs into the nativity scene, and not only does he pretend to be a wise man and just, like, stand in the nativity scene, but he's got, like, an action shot that he's got his arms up, and which I don't know why he had it, like, almost monster, like Frankenstein coming at you, arms, because that's in no way the wise men. Also, aren't the wise men, like, offering, there's myrrh involved. Maybe he could have picked up a piece of gold or something, I don't know, from the scene and been, like, holding the gold. Maybe just make it look a little bit more realistic, but he's standing there in, like, a rah, like, a fucking monster, uh, position, and he's moving because that's a hard position to keep frozen. You got to keep frozen for a long time. And then here's the biggest giveaway. Are you ready? And I don't know, maybe you're saying, "No, Jessica, it's not a giveaway because that's racist to say that there couldn't be any black people in the nativity. I think they were all black people." Well, guess what? I do too. I think and believe, obviously, look at the part of the world they were in. I've always believed a black nativity, a black Jesus, a black Mary and Joseph. I mean, even if the story's anyway, yes, they were non-white people. However, all of these nativity scenes that are depicted, and I guess in Italy also, are white uh statues of the wise men and the babe Jesus and the cast. And so there's all these white there's all these white people in the nativity scene, and then this dude comes in who's running from trying to escape the cops, who happens to be a black guy, and he stands there, monster mash position. Um, Sir, there are so many things that are going to get you caught in this situation. Now, the fact that it took them a little while to figure out that he was not a statue and part of the thing, that's brilliant. I fucking love that so much. And that it got on all the news. Like don't you think he was the hit of the fucking cells, like in jail? Like when he did finally get arrested and get put into the holding or wherever in Italy, and they were like, "Oh, buongiorno, oh, the nativity, oh, Mr. Wiseman, rah, rah," you know what I mean? Like, do you think the other, because every criminal that I've ever known, and trust me, I was raised by them and I've known a lot of them, they're hilarious. Because you know what? You have to have a really good sense of humor when your friends are dying and going to jail all the time. You have to kind of have a good sense of humor about life. So, buongiorno, oh, it's the guy. Rawr, I am part of the Jesus scene and nativity. Like I could just see them now, just making fun of this fella. But what a classic, what a story, really, to tell your bambinos and otherwise. Am I correct? This is just delightful. What a story. Okay, I was intrigued. And I'm often intrigued by strange stories. And the thing that got me, that was very strange for me this past week since I've seen you last, is that, and I don't know if it's like the stars or whatever's happening with the Mercury, but so many exes, uh, none of from Texas, but so many exes getting in touch, reaching out, calling, like who calling on my birthday? Like what kind of shit is that? It's first of all, some of the people that called, they had never even called when we were dating on my birthday. Like, what? when we were dating, yeah, where were you then? But now, out of sight, not out of mind, heart growing fonder. What is it? It's very strange, but it's happening and it's happened more than a couple of times. And listen, I'm not standing here, or really, I'm sitting in a very strange, swivelly office chair, but I'm not going to sit here and say to you that I don't feel like my ego isn't feeling a little stroked and that maybe I stroked it too. Like the idea, the thought of a couple of them, I don't know. It's complicated, is it not? Isn't it weird? But what I will say is what's not weird is taking chances. Like take a chance. If you feel like you're really attracted to somebody or you're really into somebody that you know and you just haven't gotten up the courage to, I don't know, ask them to hang out. What does anybody do anymore? Who fucking even knows? But in real life, IRL, like what kind of chance can you take? What kind of thing can you ask? Can you ask a friend of theirs to connect you? Can you, I don't know, just something that challenges you in your heart and your mind, Because I will say this, for my year of wildness, as we've all had such a fucking weird year, and that's another reason why I keep this going, because every time I try to stop, everyone's like, please, no, we need some happiness and silliness and honesty and authenticity in this craziness of, AI and so many unbelievably horrific things. And so I say take a chance. And even if it doesn't like end all be all last your whole life or even last a year or whatever, take a chance. Have fun. Go and enjoy yourself. So you say, "Oh, I only live once. I'm going to go." And I mean, unless you're a Hindu, you just go and enjoy the shit out of everything that you can. If you're not hurting anybody and you're not hurting yourself, I always say this, and I want to be your inspiration. So hopefully I have been. And you've seen me, you've heard me talk about the different adventures I've gone on, the different places that I've been this year, and hanging around with different people and also making challenges for myself in my life with the passion that I have with the shows that I have coming up. Like for instance, I have a show at the end of this month in Dumbo, Brooklyn, and it's at a place called Fabric, Fabrik, as in Karen, and it's called Live, Laugh, Heal, and it's all about the process of taking a trauma and exercising it through our art, our passion. And in this day, the example is our comedy. So it'll be me and a fellow comedian called Calvin Cato, who is hilarious. And so he and I will be doing some comedy, and it will be based in our childhood, in our traumas, as we usually do. It's not going to be sad. It's going to be a full, it's not going to be a performance art or one person show. It will be stand up comedy, but it's going to be that the material is mostly about, childhood and trauma and all this stuff getting through it. And we're going to have in the audience or on stage with us, a mediator who's a therapist who's going to then lead the audience through Q&A, and we're going to be discussing the idea of taking trauma and filtering it through your passion, your art, and getting to the other side of it. And Ivy will be there, Ivana. It's going to be at 6 p.m. On Thursday, January 29th at Fabric, and I will have all the information on the show notes. Okay. Woo. All right, that was a mouthful, but I really wanted to tell you about that because it's going to be a very, very special event, and I'm really excited about it. Okay. Uh, when ex-boyfriends get in touch, what do you do? What do you say? Where do you start? Do you answer the phone? Do you answer the text? Do you think, oh my God, we're going to get back together? Have you fallen back in with somebody, an ex, because you feel lonely and then you get back and you realize, oh my God, I actually was better, just a little lonely instead of back with this person? I just want to know if you want to give me your answers. You could write to me on this platform, or, you can always email me through the website, or you get in touch on socials. Okay. I want to talk about, and I think this is going to take the last 10 minutes. So let's just delve right into it. All right. Last week, now this is going to sound like a humble brag, and it might be. And you know what? I think we should be allowed. Let's start this off talking about how we should all be allowed to big up, to congratulate ourselves, to talk really nicely and beautifully about ourselves and about our work and about what we love to do. And I don't believe in the delulu thing. I mean, I understand it, like you have to be delulu and you have to be delusional to want to make a difference, to want to big, and I think that just goes for like monetary stuff, but I and fame and things like that. But what I really want to focus on is us being able to believe and agree with others when, because I'm not gonna say if, when they compliment us on our work, and they congratulate us on our work. See how hard I can barely even speak on this because it's so hard to feel like, I'm also from the generation that's like, "Well, I don't want any accolades. This is what I do. This is how I do it. I don't even need you to say anything." But we really, really, and this isn't my favorite thing to say, but let's try to normalize normalize being kind to ourselves and accepting, receiving the love, the compliments, the kindness that we come across in this life, and not just clinging to um, the negative or the unavailable or the things that disappoint us, but really changing our energy around the things that make us happy and that give us pleasure. And I will go first because I know this is really, really hard because I'm the type of person that goes to like a party, house party, and I'm like, hey, I don't ask what you do. I ask you, hey, what do you do for fun? And people go, why are you asking me that? And people tend to get really kinda embarrassed or upset, or they don't feel like they're gonna answer it correctly, and I always am saying to them, "Hey, there's no correct answer, it's like whatever you want." If you like, to retile your bathroom every 6 months, I don't fucking know. If you like to count numbers, whatever it is, it's your thing, you should love it, you should be proud of it, and you should take whatever compliments, like, if we're at this party and you tell me you love retiling your bathroom all the time, and then someone comes up at the party that knows you, that's been to your home and says, "Oh my god, your bathroom looks amazing. I cannot believe that you did it even better this time than you did last time, like, it's even more sparkly or exciting." And then you can say, "Thank you so much for that." Because I do love doing that, and I do love working on that, and I do hope that it comes across and makes people feel happy and good. You see what I mean? Just to accept and receive. And the reason I set this 3-minute 3-minute of, setup is that, last on Tuesday, when I was out at a mic, um, I had another woman comic come up to me afterwards. Well, I'm lying. I went up to her after the show. I know her. We've known each other for years, but I went up to her after the show and I said, "Hey, so good, so funny. Oh my god, it's like I can't even handle how good you are." And she said to me, "Thank you for being the muse." Oh my god. She said, "Thank you for setting the bar so high that we all want to be up where you are." Now, I know I just talked this big shit about accepting compliments and saying yes and believing people and receiving things, but I will tell you right now, I was fucking uh, at a loss. I was at a lot. I didn't know I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know how to react. And so I just grabbed her hand and I said, God, if I helped you become what you are, then I must be doing something right." And she just laughed and said, "Of course. Oh my God, you're whatever." And it was just a lot of compliments. But I'm telling you this because if we're going to be these beautiful, empathetic, heart first, heartfelt, complimentary creatures to one another, as I know we all are here, at least in this forum, and we really want more than anything for everyone to really believe when we tell them, like, "You're so smart," or "You're so funny," or "You're so uh, great at what you do," or "Oh, look at how cute you look," or even whatever it is that you're complimenting them. We want them to believe us. We want them to take our word. We want them to take in the love that we're putting out to them. So we better be able to do it for our own selves, is what I'm saying. We can't just be putting out, putting out, putting out, putting out. You know what I mean? It doesn't work that way. And the balance goes all screwy and then it's just not healthy and we just can't. Just can't do that. Okay? So I'm telling you that I'm putting this into heavy practice. It's in heavy rotation in my CDs, man. But for real, like I am practicing taking these compliments in. And you know what I realize? The more I practice taking these compliments and really believing them and really putting them to heart and really feeling them all the way through, I'm in better positions afterwards. I'm it's almost it's not almost. It's it's as if I'm giving my body and my spirit the validation that it needs to go to the next level, to get even bigger. Every time I believe that I'm more than what I thought I was before, the the bigger things show up. And this is all experimental. I mean, I am just experimenting every day with, "Oh, I wonder if I could change my mood, I could change the day. I wonder if I could change if I said, 'Oh, I'm happier now. I'm not gonna carry that anger that I just had on the street into my whole day. Now I'm gonna make a joke about something else because 'cause I'm in this new moment now and I'm letting go of that old one, and I experienced it and it was crazy, whatever. I forgive myself for being a human being and reacting a certain way or being unskillful, as my old Buddhist guy used to say. So I really believe the more we allow ourselves to believe how strong we are, how big we are, how powerful we are, how much we have to give this world, the world opens up even bigger for us. And 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 quit all the beating up. That's just a waste of time. Cause and if time is not real, then do with it what you will. But what's going on right now around us is just so, so dark and hard that I just hope that we all can remember how powerful our light is, and that every time we shine, everyone around us gets a little lighter. So, continue your shine, my sweet, shiny babies, okay? And, keep putting out that heartfelt beauty that you have, and, again, if you're not doing anything to hurt yourself or to hurt anybody else, then you're doing great. I don't care how many shows you binge or how much ice cream you eat, as long as you're not making yourself ill and you are getting out and you are seeing others and you are loving yourself. It's gotta balance it. All right. That's enough my lecture. Welcome to my TED Talk. Anyway, I love you so much for watching, for listening, for sharing the show, for being my friends, for always, getting in touch with me and making me feel like this is important for you. And thank you for being consistent with me and always showing up. And I wish you so much love and peace in this next week because, again, it is rough out there, and you can always reach out, and I'll always talk about whatever you want. Um, I don't have to use anybody's name either. Anyways, I uh, I really do wish you the best week ever, and I love it when you share the show. Thanks so much. And isn't this a fun backdrop that you get to share? And is that a Rubik's Cube? A Rubik's Cube cover show? Love you, bye. Yes, yes, yes.